So, Jurgen, you said when you were appointed, it's not so important what people say when you come in. It's much more important what they say when you leave. Well, this is what they said.
That big smile and that aura will just hit you straight away.
I've never been around a person like her before.
How he is as a man is very special. I think we're going to stay in contact for forever.
I'm so glad that I could have a manager, a leader like him.
I would pay any amount of money and I would do anything for anyone if I could represent this guy for 1 year.
Oh, he's right up there, at the very top.
I just hope to God that there's a statue in the making.
Football will definitely miss him.
Your first impression of Jurgen Klopp?
The excitement just started straight from the first press conference.
And when he was appointed, I think I said, we better get our seatbelts fastened here. We're going for a big ride. It's going to be fantastic.
After that first interview, you're shadow boxing in the mirror. You're thinking, oh, come on then, game on.
I was delighted. There was no doubt he was the best man for the job on the list of names that came in. I think I said that on that famous clip with Thierry Henry where he touches the leg. Straight away, that big smile and that aura will just hit you straight away.
Very passionate, energetic, knew exactly what he wanted. Short fuse, definitely at that time, I think, as well. You know, putting his mark on the club, and you know, I think the best managers do have that sort of fear factor as well.
A strange blend of intimidating and very welcoming. Very, very friendly, very smiley, very happy, and love to see young players around and create a really good vibe. But actually watching him on the touchline and seeing how he is and seeing how demanding and kind of emotional and sometimes angry he got was intimidating. And the size and stature of him, he's a lot taller than what people think. I think any manager for a young player is intimidating, but no, with the boss it's probably a couple notches higher.
I think he has that presence, and you know, I always saw him in, obviously when my first game at Anfield and he's watching the warm-up of the opponent's team, that's what he always does, and you know, that was one of the first times I saw him up close.
My first impressions come from the first video call we had. It was a special moment, and I realized that we would have a special partnership in football. He summarized a little bit his way of thinking about football, his way about thinking of life as well. And I realized that we had a lot in common, and that's the reason why it was special.
Do you remember what your first impressions of him were, the manager?
I think the first thing when the first call we had, like that's the thing stuck in my mind more. The first time we had a call and he was like explaining to me he wanted me to come here. No, basically explained to me that look, he's building a new team in the club and Sadio's there and Bobby's there and he just wants me to play in that side, and my football he said, I'm gonna improve your football, I'm also gonna give you freedom to do what you want. Then I was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna come. Then I came, then the rest you can see.
Favourite moment or game?
Personally, I think the Norwich game, it was just one of the moments that you dream about. It doesn't happen often being involved in a game like that. I mean, I think Norwich equalised in the 95th minute or something and straight up the other end. And yeah, obviously my arc took me in a certain direction and Jurgen was halfway up the touchline at that point.
I will go with the celebration together after the late winner on the derby. Just running onto the pitch to celebrate with your goalkeeper. That was a special one. I saw him running, this guy, just think this guy is crazy.
Yeah, I think that's probably the famous one, Barca at home.
Are we talking about, do you think, a really special human here, someone who can give other people belief where maybe there is none.
Yeah, I've never been around a person like her before. I've never seen or experienced someone who can inspire and motivate at the click of his fingers. If he told me today it was snowing outside, I'd believe him. You know, that's probably the best way I can put it.
If I had to pick one moment, then I would probably also say, you know, the Barcelona game. That was just under the circumstances that we had. You know, it was the perfect game. It was the, if you still see it back, you know, you just get goosebumps. And but there are many moments, and even, you know, it's just his charisma and the way he is, and football will definitely miss him.
I think after winning the Champions League, we had a moment after the game, and you know, you see the emotion of the fans and the players and what we'd been through before that in terms of, you know, 97 points and not winning the league and coming that close, losing in the Champions League final. So I think that achieving that first big trophy was massive.
We are here, I think, 7-8 years together, so it's like there's too many memories in my head. But I think winning the Premier League in that game, I think when Chelsea beat City, and also winning the Champions League, that was like the thing stuck in my mind more because it's too much emotions involved.
But the special was when we won the Premiership, and the presentation was here, and the Kop, although it was empty, it's still nice to have it in the Kop.
I just think of Jurgen Klopp, and I think of the nights I had with my son. You know, things I'll always remember. You know, the night in Madrid when we won the Champions League, being with my son after the game, and friends and family travelling over there, coming back, and they stay with you for life. That's what Jurgen Klopp has done for a new generation of Liverpool supporters.
We were invited to represent the first team, myself and Jamie, in Australia for an exhibition match, and Jurgen took the team. So we got a small segment of what it'd be like when he's standing in front of you and he's giving you the tactics and the plan. And I remember sitting there thinking to myself, I would pay any amount of money and I would do anything for anyone if I could represent this guy for 1 year. That's what I was thinking when I was sitting in the room. And I mean, this was a friendly match, this was an exhibition, but I flew into that game like it was a cup final.
What has he done for you? Or what does he mean to you?
Well, there's absolutely nothing's possible whatsoever with that opportunity. I was fortunate to have the manager at the right time who wanted to play young players and seen something in me that warranted a chance, and I was able to take it. So I think for that I'll ever be indebted to him.
For me, he's been a massive part of my football journey. Like, he's given me my first chance at football, playing senior football, so I sort of owe everything to him, really. He's given me my sort of breakthrough, so, and I just want to try to cherish every little bit we get left of him, because he's one of the best managers in the world.
For me personally, I feel like I owe him absolutely everything. He helped me fulfil my dreams, which was to play at Anfield and for Liverpool.
He got me to Liverpool, and that's one of the biggest blessings of my career, and I'm forever grateful for that opportunity. And he obviously helped me and made me the player who I am today as well. And I'm always grateful for the ones that helped me along the tough road that I've had and where I am today.
I mean, it's hard to put into words, isn't it? I think when you spend that amount of time with someone, I think the journey we went on, I think how he is as a man is very special as well. And to be able to do it with someone who you respect and you like as a manager was amazing. And, you know, I've got a lot to be grateful for that he kept me around and put with me for that long.
I always look at this situation as a human being, to be fair. He improved me as a player, that's for sure. I helped him a lot as a manager, that's for sure. We help each other a lot and we give everything for the club to win trophies, and everybody can see that. But the thing I take from that as a human being, I think he's a person that if I'm in trouble, I could give him a call and ask him about his opinion. And I think when I speak to him, we just keep the communication for sure, forever, for life, because this is not just a relationship in work, but also we take it with us outside. And yeah, I think we're gonna stay in contact forever.
Jurgen is a really special guy for me personally. At the darkest moment of my life, when I lost my dad, he was really close of me. He helped me a lot. Not only that, but I improved as a man, as a father, as a friend. Having a leader as him, we have to follow people, good people, and I'm so glad that I could have a manager, a leader like him.
I turned up at Liverpool and I was insecure, big time. Didn't feel comfortable in the dressing room, on the pitch, in the kit. Straight away, he took that away. Straight away. And I'll never forget that.
Away from the pressures of the game, he's also very human and normal, and his family come to the game, obviously, every week. And they're fantastic. He's just eclipsed everything. No, like coming in, he just surpassed everything that you thought he would be like.
The biggest thing for me was, obviously after the disappointment of 2014, when we come so close, and I don't have to mention it again, there was a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, myself, my family, obviously a lot of Liverpool fans, and there was a lot of doubt after that moment. There was a lot of painful times, and I just hope to God that there's a statue in the making, and I hope it's nearly ready, because I think he deserves that stature at the club. You know, you mentioned Shankly, Fagan, Benitez, all the ones that have delivered the big prizes at Liverpool. That comes with huge pressure, and it's very difficult to achieve them big accolades. He's right up there alongside the best, for sure.
Oh, he's right up there, at the very top, with the top. I mean, the number one in Liverpool supporters' eyes is Bill Shankly, because he built the club basically from the second division to where we are today. I always feel like Jurgen's almost like the Shankly of this era, so I think that's a really big legacy. And just, he made the people happy.
Wow.
You look like you went through the full range of emotions watching that. What's it like hearing the people you've been on the journey with and how they feel about you?
Let me say it like that. If they would talk about somebody else, I would think, wow, that must be a really nice guy. It's just difficult thinking about yourself. Oh, there were wonderful things. I'm not sure I praised any kind of television stuff recently or for a long, long time, or maybe ever. That's a really nice piece. It's a really nice piece. Yeah. So well, it's really nice that because the relationship I have from my side to my players, I want to be the biggest support they ever had on a professional basis, obviously, because family is different. But getting as close as possible to be a family. And yeah, it was now really emotional. So many things what they said really got me.
Anything in particular?
That would not be fair, I have to say. I don't think so. That was anything in particular. It was pretty much everything. I didn't know and didn't realize that Adam Lallana felt like he felt before I arrived. Obviously, I was not there, but I loved the player from the first moment. And by the way, it's his birthday today. Sent this morning a message. Getting kind of in the heart of James Milner, I think, besides his family, it's pretty tricky. It's nice to have that. So look, I always said that's how it should be. Can you do that? That's if you look, watch that movie now. If somebody asked me about them doing a movie about James, Trent in 10 years, Virgil, Ali, Mo, I would have only positive things to say. And that's exactly what you want to have together. It was nearly 9 years. It's such a big part of your life. We spent them together, and everybody feels the same. It was worth it, and I'm really happy. That was wow. That took me back, and were really good times. I couldn't. Barcelona game, obviously, everybody who was there would mention that. It was an absolute great moment, but we had so many great moments. I actually can remember the moment when Chelsea got the penalty against City and like the handball, and it was like, handball! I literally can feel it. That was the biggest relief of my life, probably. Yeah, there's so many moments. Oh my God, really cool. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. You absolutely deserve it. It feels like you're the guy who blew the cobwebs away. You know, there was this kind of treasure lying there, and you found it again.
Yeah, but we found it again. That's probably the right way to say. We didn't invent anything, or we didn't have to. So that's why I say, and I know people from other clubs don't like that if you speak like that, but what can I say about other clubs? I don't know them good enough. But I think we all agree, like us or not, Liverpool is a very, very special club. And the club doesn't stop at the pure result. This club, at least, and I don't know how it's in other clubs, how I said, understands the importance of the role we have, and we try to be there for pretty much everybody when they need us.
Last question then, because often when we judge managers, you know, you kind of look at a spreadsheet. How many Premier Leagues did he win? How many Carabao Cups? How many Champions League?
Of course.
When you look at that, is this a reminder of what's really important? More than any trophy, is it the relationships? Is it the family that you'll take with you from Liverpool?
So I wish Liverpool all the very, very, very best. And I said that if you win a Premier League with Liverpool or a Champions League with Liverpool, it's more worth than 5 with another club. I know how that sounds. It's just, again, it's just for us. It's like, of course, it's because we didn't win it now all the time. I don't know how it feels if you win the championship 3, 4, 5 times in a row. I never did it. I just can tell you what it meant to us and what it means to the people. And everything what we do here feels to us that it means more. It's allowed. It's allowed. If you want to be part of us, we want to be part of the family, you are allowed to think it means more to us. And that's all I need. So, of course, people will say, he only won 1 Premier League in 9 years. And that's absolutely fine because it's true. Am I interested in that? No. Why should I? If the same people would say, I won only 2 in 9 years, only 3 in 9 years, that would change my life, not for a bit. So it's just not important. I said it before, as long as you do the job, you try absolutely everything to be as successful as possible, but you have to accept that others do that as well. So it doesn't define you as a human being if you won 5 or 6 trophies. It defines you as a human being how hard you tried it. And that's how I understand life. And I blame myself and criticize myself for a lot, but not for not trying hard enough, because I really did that. And that's where I'm fine with myself. And I think we created again a good basis for the future, because that's obviously nowadays not easy. We see that now. It's really like that you come somewhere and people expect immediate success. That is just what you cannot, that's really the difficult part of it. And that's why, I mean, we showed the people it takes time a little bit, can take time a little bit, but then you can go there if you are there. But they don't have to start where we started 9 years ago. It's a different situation now. So, and with the understanding of the situation of the people, I'm super positive about the future. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, thank you very much. You made the people happy. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Thank you. That was, wow.